welcome to Boca Behind the Scenes, a Get to Know You podcast where we get to talk to city staff to get details about new programs, events, and some projects that they're working on. My name is Anne-Marie Van Kasteren, and I'm the Public Relations Specialist for the city, and I'm really happy to be back as your host today. On this episode of Boca Behind the Scenes, we're going to be talking about some upcoming spring events, one being a very familiar event that was a tremendous success last year, Touch a Truck, and the other, a fun and exciting new event called Spring Fest. So today on the show, we'll be hearing from Oyuki Paletz, our Program Services Librarian. Oyuki, welcome again. I know you've been a veteran on the show, So glad to have you back. And Emily Petford, our Community Events Specialist. This is your first time on the show, so welcome. Glad to have you. So if you want to get started, just introduce yourselves, your roles at the city, and how long have you been here and what you guys currently do.
Well, my name's Oyuki. Again, I'm the Program Services Librarian, and I've been with the city for 11 years, 1 year as a part-timer, and then 10 years as a full-time librarian. I started as a children's librarian, so this program is something that's dear and near to my heart, and I oversee just a wide range of programs at the library, from adults to children, and special events as well.
Very cool.
My name's Emily Petford. I'm the Community Event Specialist for the city, and I've been here since last June. I did start as a part-timer, and then I moved up to the specialist, which is full-time. So I've had the pleasure of working with Monika, and we've not only continued to grow the events that we have already had in the past, but we've also made new events, and we're really excited to talk about them.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you both on the show again. So last year was the first time that Library Services hosted Touch a Truck, and it was such a tremendous event. You said that over 3,000 people had attended. You had about 14 city vehicles and trucks. I saw some really cute photos of children and their parents all around climbing on the truck. So give me a little bit more information about this year's event, where it is, when it is, what time.
So we're going to be hosting again at our Spanish River Library location. The event is from 9:30 to 12. It is for all ages, but I think any child, whether they're 2 or 14, anyone who loves trucks is going to enjoy this event. We're making it slightly a little bit bigger. Last year we had 14 trucks, but this year we're going to feature 17 of our city trucks, and it's really an opportunity for our community to see all these trucks and what their function is to make our city run. So from recreation services, we have everything from the beach tractor with their rake to the sweeper truck that keeps our streets looking really nice, and our park rangers. People forget our park rangers offer so much to us. For municipal services, we have the popular dumpster and garbage truck, so that'll be there. Utility services, we're going to have a TV truck and the valve turner, which people don't think much about. How do you get valves and plumbing open? But it's motorized, so it's really interesting. It's a little robot and human interacting. Police, always a big draw. We have our bomb truck and our MICU, which is our mobile incident unit, command unit. And of course, sometimes I think they steal the show, the fire truck. So that one's going to be there. And so it really, in addition this year, last year we were so overwhelmed by how much the community loved it. So we've, spaced out the trucks, expanded our parking lot, and also we're going to do some food trucks. So we're very excited.
Awesome.
So,
that's exciting.
If you're going to plan to be there the entire morning trying to see every truck, there's some food that you can purchase. We're going to have Chick-fil-A, very popular. Gloria's Goodies, a cool treat for everyone who needs it, and Dodo Donuts. So, a little selection of breakfast and snacks and lunch things. So
very cool. And so obviously attendees can expect a lot more. And you guys had such a successful event last year, so this is going to be even bigger and better. So really excited about that. Are there any other special activities? I know maybe there's usually reading activities or anything else taking place.
Because the library is hosting, we're going to do 2 special truck-themed story times upstairs in the mezzanine. So it's a nice opportunity for families to get out of the heat and come inside and see a wonderful story time by our storytime specialists at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 11 o'clock, again, upstairs in the mezzanine.
Very cool. So let's talk about parking. That's always a big issue, especially with these larger events. So where can people park? How do they get there?
So our library is located just on the north side of Spanish River Park. If you hit Military, you've gone too far. But we will have some limited parking on the east side of our lot. There is a little side road that we've opened to increase it, but most of the parking I would recommend would be at the DeHornley Park across the street, and we are going to have police officers help us cross them.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. If you have any additional questions or need more information, you can obviously follow Library Services on Facebook, visit their website, or you can check out our Know Before You Go, which is on the front page of our website in our news flash that has all this information and more. So thank you again, Ayuki.
Thank you.
And as if we don't already have so many amazing events taking place throughout the city all year long, we now have Spring Fest coming up, which is a brand new event to help celebrate the start of the spring season. So Emily, would you like to tell everybody more about the event, what it is, what's it about, where, when, all those fun facts?
Of course. So we have this new event. We've titled it Spring Fest, and that's exactly what it is. It's a springtime festival. And we really created it because there was a demand for something to do in the springtime, some event. There's a lot of families, a lot of younger families that have moved to Boca Raton in the past 10 years or so. And that's what they really wanted. So what we're doing is we are going to be at Spanish River Park on A1A. And essentially there are 3 sections of the park. So Spring Fest will take up the entire southernmost section, and the other 2 sections will be for parking. So what we have is an entire day from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. of awesome springtime activities. There are egg hunts for different age groups. There are 5 bands that are going to be on a stage. We have Easter Bunny photos. We have mermaid photos, which is a nice addition.
Awesome.
We have face painting. We even have a petting zoo. So really there's a lot to do for the kids, but not just for the kids. We have an artisan market. So what we'll have are people with flowers, plants, teas, honeys, a lot of handmade crafts.
Awesome.
So it's something for everybody. And also April is Earth Month, so we have an Earth Month zone, and we have worked with the city's sustainability department, and they've brought in a lot of organizations, and they're going to be coming in and doing like gardening demonstrations and handing out information and really educating the public on how to live a more sustainable life. And another thing that we did is, of course, we are also going to have food trucks and food vendors there, and they're taking the initiatives to be sustainable and getting on the bandwagon of no straws and styrofoam and everything. So we're making as many efforts as we can to really focus on the Earth Month as well.
Very cool. So what about parking, admission, stuff like that? Where can people park?
So admission is totally free, and parking is also free. So there are 3 sections of Spanish River Park. As I mentioned, we will be taking up the southernmost section for Spring Fest, and the other 2 sections will be reserved for event parking.
What about if you're a vendor that would like to participate in Spring Fest? Do they contact you guys directly? Is there some sort of application that they have to fill out?
We actually do have applications. You can go to myboca.us/special events to learn more information. And if you do want to go directly to the vendor application, we have 2 applications. If you would like to be a vendor at our artisan market, you can go to bit.ly/Boca Springfest. That's bit.ly/Boca Springfest. And if you're a food vendor, you can go to bit.ly/springfestfood.
And you can find all this information, like you said, on the website. You guys have a Facebook, all social media.
We do. We have a Facebook if you want to go to facebook.com/Boca Raton Special Events. And we also have our full day schedule on there as well, so you can plan ahead.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like a really exciting event. I will definitely be there, so I'm looking forward to it. Again, for more information about the events, you can visit the city special event page on the website, as well as the Know Before You Go newsletter. I'm not sure if listeners, if you do not receive these emails, they're really great in keeping you up to date on what's going on with our larger city events. It provides you all the information that Oyuki and Emily spoke about, let you know times, dates, location, parking information, safety information, you name it. So if you'd like to sign up, please visit our City Connection page on our website. And on a side note, I know that, with the month of April leading into this and all of our larger city events, we are really pushing for sustainability within our community. So I know at both events, it was mentioned that the mobile aqua refreshing station that our utility services department actually built, it's called the Mars Buggy or the Mars Water Unit, will be popping up at all of our larger events, including Touch a Truck and Springfest.
Correct, yes.
Awesome. So be sure that you bring your canteens, reusable water bottles. It provides clean, cold, free, fresh city water. Very, very cold, so it'll keep you refreshed. So, make sure that you do bring that with you. But I wanted to thank you ladies again so much for being on the show and for all the information that you provided. And I wish you both very successful events.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.
So just to recap, Touch a Truck will be at the Spanish River Library starting at 9:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. on March 16th. And the very first Spring Fest will be taking place at Spanish River Park on A1A on April 6th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, you can follow the Boca Raton Library and Boca Raton Special Events on Facebook or visit our website at www.myboca.us. Thank you all again for listening to Boca Behind the Scenes.